and promoting businesses among business chambers in Ghana, Ghana South Africa Business Chamber, Gsabc, Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council, Gnbcc, Ghana Belgium Business Club, Gbcc, held a networking cocktail event to promote and attract business and establish partnerships with member community and to help boost Ghana's economy. The chambers are established to promote and enhance trade, investment, and cultural interactions. The business chambers consist of members from the mining, trade, financial services, real estate engineering, import and export services, among others. Beyond the networking advantage, participants were entertained with music accompanied by wine. The president of the South Africa Business Chamber, Grant Weber, in an interview said doing business in Ghana is very difficult and challenging.
The economy is very difficult at the moment. It's a challenge for all of our members, whether they're big companies or small, very, very difficult. To make any meaningful growth happen at the moment is tough. So events like this are so important as we try proactively to build new relationships to see how we can enable our members to grow their businesses in some way. Especially when business is difficult, like it is now. Networking and building relationships is the most important thing you can do. So this is our 7th year now with the Dutch Chamber. We work very well together in partnership. And we've built a nice, strong relationship with the Belgian Chamber. It's our 2nd year with them. And we're very proud of the partnerships that we've developed over 7 years. I think very, very healthy. And we see this boosting our members' ability to generate new business for themselves.
When quizzed about things to be done to alleviate businesses in Ghana, he said the government has to start with their policy.
My list of things that need to be done is very long. Well, it starts with policy at government level. I think everything's more or less a problem. There's way too much red tape. It's not a business-friendly environment. We can see that by the levels of foreign direct investment through Gbcc. It's at a record low. So there are so many important things that need to be done to boost not only local business but foreign investment, which is so important. But it's very difficult to get the government institutions to listen. The election is around the corner, so let's see what happens in January. Yeah, the tax regime has become clumsy. It's become cumbersome. If you add up all the various taxes, direct and indirect, it's a highly, highly taxed environment. We've seen our members in the mining industry as an example. Many of them have left because they find it too extreme. So simplifying and reducing taxes certainly would be one of the policy changes we would call for. But of course, government needs to get its house in order. You can't just simply reduce taxes if you've got high costs. So they need to address all of their structural issues first.
Tijeling Weerda, General Manager of the Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council, also said he hopes that the GIPC Act laid before Parliament will be implemented to alleviate businesses.
At this moment, the business environment is not so good because we're going to an election, so not much is happening. The big thing what is now in Parliament is the GIPC Act, the new GIPC Act. And the new GIPC Act will lower the threshold for investment, foreign investment in Ghana from $200,000 to zero if you want to start a joint venture, and from $500,000 goes also to zero when you start a wholly owned enterprise or business in Ghana. And that is this is a very hopeful and good new law, because at that point a lot of Ghanaian companies can get foreign investors to do a joint venture with lower amounts than $200,000. So that is a very positive, but it's still in Parliament until the 31st of October. We can still react on the business regulation, the BRR website of the Ghana government. And I really hope that it will, this new act on the Gsabc will be implemented, but we expect that it will be only implemented after the election, so next year. And then we also have a new government. So therefore I'm advising the Dutch companies who are coming to my office that just do your talks, connect to business partners, banks, etc. But wait with your step after the elections. Well, it's the same with also the Ghanaian businesses in Ghana. The climate is not so easy because we have an average inflation rate of 21.5%. That was the inflation rate in September. That means that every month or every time doing business in Ghana is becoming more expensive. So that is not good. Not good for Ghanaian business and not good for foreign investors. So we really hope that a new elan, I don't know the English word, but when there's a new government, that there will be a new vibe, also with the new Gbcc Act, and then we can do road shows in Holland to get more investors coming to Ghana. Yes, of course, I totally agree what you're saying. It's always, you need as a government, you need to have a target. Your target can be, okay, you have to build more schools or blah, blah, blah. But you can also say, okay, we need to attract more foreign investment because foreign investment will create more business in Ghana, create more employment and get more income to the Ghana taxpayers, Ghana tax authorities. So that's a very important part. And if you say, we don't like foreign investment because we don't want that, yeah, then it's not going well. And that's the best, what has changed the past 10 years, that if you look at countries like Ivory Coast, which is next door to Ghana, they're doing well. They're doing well because their business climate and investment climate for foreign investors is better. So therefore it's really about time that this new Gnbcc Act will be introduced into Ghana.
Mr. Weirda advised the government to fight corruption.
Fight bloody corruption. That is basically messing up the whole society. The Gsabc and all this, sorry for the word, but all this terrible things that's really breaking down the whole economic climate, but also the society. Maybe if nothing is done to the Gsabc, then in 2 years' time you have to import water into Ghana. You don't want that. So I really hope that and it is all, the rules and regulations are there in Ghana, but it's always like, is it good for Ghana or is it good for my pocket? Yeah, we cannot continue that.
Her Excellency Janet Mason, South Africa Ambassador to Ghana, was delighted to highlight the increasing number of businesses in the chamber.
Oh well, we've got 200 South African companies doing business here. We are the third largest FDI, so clearly it is a friendly business environment. Well, for us, ideally, this is an opportunity. This initiative of having our business chambers collaborate. We have the South Africa Ghana Business Chamber, you have the Belgium Business Chamber, and you have the Netherlands Business Chamber. This is ideally the essence of what we came out here tonight. As you can see, all of the stalls are all of the business, South African companies, companies from Belgium and from Brussels, and then companies from the Netherlands as well. This is ideally what we are here to do, to promote our businesses within Ghana. It is strategic and it is important. Like I said, we have over 200 South African companies currently doing business in Ghana. Ghana is a strategic market for South Africa. Our bilateral relations between our two countries are very good. We are celebrating 30 years of relations between Ghana and South Africa. And of course, you do know that you can travel to South Africa without a visa, so that just means our business is good. We are even adding a fourth route on a Sunday by our South African Airways airline. It means business is good. That shows that the business trajectory between South Africa and Ghana is growing. And that is important, and this is what we are here to network.